Knowing the majority of COVID hospitalizations are people who are unvaccinated, it's a small consolation when the vaccinated hear the stories of breakthrough cases.
Yeah, by their definition, breakthrough cases are when the coronavirus has broken through the wall of vaccine protection and gotten someone sick. They are unsettling, to say the least. And new this morning, John Shumway is here looking into the threat. You know, we've heard about these cases. It's important to say they're rare, but they do happen.
They are rare, but just in the last week, a couple of people who have close ties to my own family have people they know, acquaintances, who are friends and have gotten the Delta variant, and 2 have died, even though they were fully vaccinated. One was only 30 years old. And it does leave you wondering, just how protected are we? The experts agree that breakthroughs are disconcerting, but also in a way reassuring.
I mean, breakthrough is real. And so these vaccines are pretty remarkable in that they have really built powerful lower respiratory immunity. They protect the lungs really well.
CBS News medical expert Dr. David Agus says it is infections in the lungs that lead to hospitalizations, intensive care, and deaths. But that is not what is happening.
Very few are hospitalized and very few have serious infection. The ones that do, it's almost in all cases, they have other medical conditions ongoing. It's not directly from the virus.
So those cases are the ones getting the headlines, and that's what gets our attention.
No question about it. And they are extremely, extremely rare.
We do know that when people do get infected after being vaccinated, they don't have a tendency to be as sick as people who never got vaccinated, and they get much more sick. The Cleveland Clinic's infectious disease specialist, Dr. Esper Delta, says the vaccines are highly effective, but nothing in life is ever 100%.
And he says vaccinated or unvaccinated, no one should let up on the precautions that we've been hearing about now for almost 2 years. Washing hands, wearing a mask, and getting vaccinated.
And the breakthrough cases, I mean, while they exist, that's not what's filling up hospitals right now.
No, not at all. Those, the primary people who are filling up the hospitals are the unvaccinated who are getting the Delta variant. That is the biggest issue. And some optimistic tones about that with the new booster shots coming. We'll talk about that as well as the Mu variant coming up in a few minutes.
You know, when you see these hospital tents popping up and hearing stories, a friend who lives in a different city needed to seek medical treatment and couldn't get into a hospital. Immediate medical treatment. I mean, you hear about these stories and it's unsettling.
Yeah, and it affects everybody who needs medical treatment beyond people with COVID.
Right.
Anything that happens to you, you got to go to the hospital. You need a place to be able to get in and get treated.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you, John.
Sure.